Just getting stops and running out in transition and getting good shots.
You guys have seen Josh do it all season long, knock down the threes. It seemed like they were daring him to shoot. Just the trust and the belief that the team has in Josh.
I mean, we see him. He works on the show all the time, so I'm not surprised he's going in. He's a great player. We just want to always, keep him in confidence. He doesn't have it, but he has it. He knows he works on it.
Jalen only had 2 points in the first half, but he found ways to, serve the team. What does that say about him as a player and a teammate?
Finding other ways to impact the game, just taking what the game gives him.
The team had a lot of assists tonight, a lot of good ball movement. Can you talk about the way the offense played and flowed tonight?
Just reading what's in front of you, If there's two on the ball, pass open man, just making the play.
Held the Cavs under 100 points, held them to 39% shooting. What was working on the defensive end?
Just flying around, communicating, forcing them to tough shots, and then finishing the rebounds.
Have you been impressed with what you've seen from Mikal during this 9-game winning streak? What have you seen?
No, I'm not impressed. I know what he's capable of. He's an amazing player. He's been his whole career, so I'm not surprised at all. This is Mikal. He's a great player.
All the way through the fourth quarter, you guys found a way to get timely buckets. And was there any difference in the way they defended you guys from game 1 and 2, or for you to execute on those timely moments?
I think we just take what the game gives us, stepping into shots of confidence, driving into the driving lane, moving the ball. That's what the game calls for.
What do you feel like? Mike has mentioned so many times your guys' spacing, and I think that goes beyond just like you're shooting threes well, so people have to guard you. Like, you guys are getting to the right spots, you're cutting at the right times. What do you attribute the quality of your spacing and timing to as a team?
I think we're smart players, so we can figure it out on the fly. And then also we're very well coached. They prepare us really well. And so everyone's just, orderly and just everyone's in sync.
When considering the fact that you guys don't really run set plays very often, right? It's a lot of read and react and specific actions that respond to other actions. How do you get to that point to where the timing is so good? Because that it seems to me like that would be more player stuff than well-coached stuff. You know what I mean?
Just the trial and error for the regular season and practices, and then I guess in the playoffs, the focus went up another level. But just the regular seasons where we worked through the stuff,
Coach was just talking about the Cavs still being a dangerous team. They were down 2 games in their last series. Can you talk about the importance of a quick start in Game 3?
Oh yeah, we always want to come out and quick start, get stops, and play the right way on offense. They're a great team. They were just down 2 on their last series. We know they're resilient. Just us coming out ready and being prepared.
What did you see from the group as you guys created some separation?
Man, first off, all glory to God. But I think we just locked in. I thought the first half they were getting a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of second opportunities, which is, tough to pull away. And in the second half, I think they only got 3 or 4, so that's big time for us.
14 assists for Jalen. What did you think about the way he distributed tonight?
He was great. I think you just got to take what the game gives you. They're putting 2 guys on him, so he's just getting off in. The rest of the team was making plays.
When Josh is playing at that high of a level, how big of a difference can he make in this series?
To us, Josh always plays at a high level. It might not always be scoring points, but to me, it's always a high level of effort. So the fact that they're just going to leave him open, we want him to shoot it with confidence.
When your captain is one of the best scorers in the league and he had 38 points in Game 1, for him to play the way he did tonight with 14 assists, what kind of a message does that send to the rest of the team and locker room about what he's about?
He's about winning, and we've known that from the jump. Obviously, he's one of the best scorers in the league, but the fact that he's willing to just be selfless and give up the ball when guys are double teaming him, it proves that he just wants to win.
2 wins away from the finals. What's the mindset going into Cleveland?
Win Game 3. That's all we're thinking about. We can't think ahead. Just win Game 3.
Cleveland's going to be playing with a sense of desperation now, so what type of adjustments do you expect to see from them?
I mean, we got to play with a sense of desperation. You know, we're going to their crib. You know, we did what we were supposed to do here, but we have to be desperate. We have to think that our backs are against the wall. We have to have that mindset.
9 straight playoff wins. Are you allowing yourself to say, hey, this is pretty fun right now in the moment? I
mean, obviously winning is a lot better than losing, but you just got to stay locked in whatever way you can. You can learn from wins, so we look at the film and we get better.
Another efficient night for Mikal. What have you seen from him during this 9-game win streak?
I feel like he's really doing a great job of just being aggressive when he can. He's not forcing things. He's understanding the spots he wants to get to. You know, when Jalen's getting double and he flashes to the middle, you know, those are easy shots for him. So he's just taking what the game gives him.
You guys have had different offensive identities this season. Earlier in the year, you're playing one way on offense. In the middle of the playoffs, in the middle of the first round, you switched how you guys are playing. And now in this series, you guys have played 2 different ways in the different 2 games. Just the ability to adapt to different offensive styles. Is that difficult to do, or are you guys accustomed to it by now?
I think you have to just take it game by game. You know, they're going to make adjustments, and you have to stay solid to who you are as a team and a foundation. But when your opponent makes an adjustment, you have to adjust and adapt and figure it out. So I feel like that's why we get paid what we get paid. So we have to adapt in the moment.
It's from games 1 and 2. It's been night and day with Josh's performances. You talked about his high level play on the court, but I mean, just off the court when you've been around him, you notice anything about him? Does he keep his head up, or same Josh?
I mean, I feel like when anybody is committed to the Lord, committed to his religion, I feel like you just move differently. You have a different spirit about him, and I think that he carries that onto the court. He's gonna wear his heart on his sleeve, and he's gonna play with passion, and I feel like that's how he is off the court.